Welcome, Virgo. So this time this video is for you guys. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna ask a bit of a question on a situation where you might have lost your voice. Okay, for example, perhaps there's something that happens that just turns you into someone who can't find their words. Alright, someone who can't speak up, or perhaps like frightened like a doe in the headlights. So like I was saying with Capricorn earlier, we're gonna ask a question to see what's your situation, why it's making you unable to speak up, and also what message does it have for you, which will use my Paulina tarot. And then we'll get a message or two from my White Rose motivational deck, and also a final message from my Botanical Inspiration Oracle. So let's have a start. We're gonna ask, so what is the situation with Virgo in which Virgo couldn't speak? Okay, so what is the thing that causes Virgo to not be able to speak? Why is Virgo unable to speak? Okay. So, what is the advice for Virgo? What is the advice for Virgo? What is the advice for Virgo? Alright. So let us have a look. Is there any motivational message for Virgo? Can we have a motivational message for Virgo who has lost their voice? And lastly, can we have an oracle for Virgo who has lost their voice? Can you give a message? Cool, that was pretty fast. So let us have a look, Virgo. What is the situation in which you have lost your voice? The Sun in reverse. So what I'm getting from the Sun in reverse, it looks like you may be feeling a loss, okay? Because the Sun is the happiest card of all, and in reverse it would mean very, very great sadness. It's not quite the same as the pain that the Three of Swords bring, but rather perhaps a loss of happiness. Perhaps something that you saw and you thought you might have been able to achieve, but all of a sudden it's either not there or it's in jeopardy. Okay, the source of your happiness has become the source of great sadness. So why is Virgo unable to find their voice? Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles would be a card that says, as you can see, the person, the lady, she's thinking as she's looking at all of these flowers, right? So it seems that she is pondering and waiting to choose an option. So what I'm getting here with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, it may seem like you're stopped from being able to speak because your mind is going on and on about what you should say. It's kind of like you're thinking, should I say this? Should I say that? Should I do this? What do I do to get the right outcome? Or rather, what do I do to make the situation better. Okay, that is what's stopping you from speaking, because your mind is going through so many options. What, and they might all be legit. I mean, like, of course, when you're faced with a trouble, there's a lot of ways to handle it. Some are wrong, some are right, but they are all up for grabs, right? They might be bad, but they are there as an option that you can make a move towards, for better or for worse. So you might be thinking, should you run away? Should you fight for yourself? Should you agree? Should you yell? Should you keep quiet? And while you're thinking all this, in the end, you can't say a thing. It's kind of like you get too much in your head. So let's see, what's the advice that we have for you, Virgo? Ace of Pentacles. All right. So the Ace of Pentacles, as we all know, aces means something that is coming into being, right? So what I feel that what it means, what I feel that the Ace of Pentacles is trying to say is that okay, you see how they're playing the flute and all the birds are rising up from it. So what I'm getting here is kind of the feeling that you might know what you should do best, but what I'm getting here is that you might feel that it might be difficult to actually manifest, all right, the decision that you want to do. But because okay, kind of like a sprout that is pushing up through the ground, so it feels like it's heavy and it's very hard to pop out. But actually, if you look here, once he blows his horn, all the birds just flew out. It's like it's the easiest thing ever. It's from the little mushroom sprouts, immediately they turn to birds and they fly free. So I think what this means is that you shouldn't be in your head for far too long. Just pick one and go with it. Pick the decision that you feel is best and go with it. And usually the decision that is best is usually the decision that, what I'm getting here is that the decision that best protects you, that protects your best interest. Because after all, when it comes to taking care, the person we need to take care of the most is ourselves. Right? Okay. So let us have a look at your motivational message. All right. Let me grab my pen. I dropped it. Okay. So when people are sick, they'll even reject their favorite food. So what this gets to me, okay, so all right, what I'm getting here is that for this thing, when I heard it, all right, so the image is that if someone is not feeling well mentally, physically, all right, even if you give them something that they would have otherwise loved to eat a lot, they will not have the appetite at all to swallow, and they might even get upset seeing it, all right. that they just don't want to have anything to do with that favorite food of theirs, because it might seem like it's just mocking the pain that they're in. So in this case, I feel like, you see, you are in great sadness, right? You are in great sadness, and therefore you're panicking, thinking what you should do to achieve a result that is best for you in the long term. But deep inside, if you calm down, I feel that you will realize that you know the answer all along, and all you have to do is follow that intuition and just say it, and everything will flow well. So here, instead of it says favorite food, but I think what it means is that you know what you want best, but right now you're just too much in this sadness that you keep going, no, no, maybe I shouldn't do that, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do something else. Instead, you need to realize you already know what you want best, and you should go for it. Is what I'm thinking. Okay, so let's have a look at your botanical inspiration. Magnolia, nobility and self-esteem. There is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow men. True nobility lies in being superior to your former self. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. I open it and it's immediately there. So the inspirational message for you: nobility is not just something you're born to or a quality you wish for. It's an evolving process requiring lifelong commitment. To develop self-esteem, commit estimable acts. To build good character, act with nobility of purpose. Alright, so this one means that it tells you to go back into yourself to make your choices. And it seems to say here, alright, not necessarily about morals, but again, what this seems to say is that to be noble is to be superior to your former self, which is, Ernest Hemingway, which is to always be better than you were before. And to build good character, act with nobility of purpose. Okay, this feels a bit tricky for me, but I feel like I'm kind of getting it. Because it says here, this word that is popping out to me the most, more than nobility, is the word self-esteem. Okay, which I think is trying to say that you need to trust in your gut feeling, in what you know, you feel is your most favorite outcome, the outcome that you want the most. Act with integrity that holds on to your beliefs, because that is how you become noble. A noble act is someone who acts with integrity. Okay, so you already know what you want. You need to voice that out. And whatever that comes true from it, it's probably going to be for your better good. Even if you lose the previous happiness, there will always be some other happiness somewhere in the future. Right? And sometimes, if you can't say what you really want, people will make up things in their head to justify the things that you do. And that's not what you want. Unfortunately for you, there's no other way they can brain what is happening. If you don't say it, they'll have to make it up, because otherwise they wouldn't understand and they wouldn't know what they need to do. So I feel it's also a bit unfair to the people you're handling with if you can't speak your truth. Alright? So that is all I have for you, Virgo. I hope this short message helps you out. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. You can have a look at all your other placements, your Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, Venus, and also well, we have a lot of other videos on the channel, so you can have a look at those as well, especially the pick card readings. They're not related to zodiacs, but sometimes I feel like they're a lot nicer because I mean they're a bit of a change because I know I also watch a lot of zodiac readings. They're a bit of a change because they give you something that is not locked to your birthday, but rather to what your intuition is attracted to. So yeah, good luck to you, Virgos. If this is your situation, I wish you the smoothest of resolutions. And till next time, bye bye.